Hi there, Henry Smith here from IamWealthyandRich.com. Thanks for joining me today. And what this is really about, as you know, is about wealth creation in action. So just tracking the growth of a portfolio for case study purposes, really, just for my own case study purposes. Or should I say self-documentation, which is something I actually started. I actually started the project, should I say, for this investment portfolio in May 2020. But it wasn't until February 2021 I decided to start documenting it. However, February the 22nd, 2021, before I started shooting daily videos. Again, it's just for documentation purposes. Our website, IamWealthyandRich.com, you can actually see all the videos going back based on there, plus other videos that are of interest as well. And the I'm Wealthy and Rich, by the way, actually is a affirmational statement which I want you to use. It's not talking about me. I actually use that statement myself. So I am wealthy and rich. When I say that, I'm talking about myself. But I want you to say it to talk about yourself, because it's very, very powerful when you use I am wealthy and rich for yourself. And there's a great benefit to actually using positive affirmations, because they can really, they've actually changed the conditioning of your subconscious mind, which then changed the way you think, which then changed the way you act, and what you will and will not do, and then changes your actions, then change your result. But what I want to do right now is go to, I'll show you how you can get it. We have a whole program to show you how to actually change your, should I say, upgrade your mental process for wealth and prosperity purposes. And I'll show you that after I've actually done the update. So I'm going to share my screen now and go to update the spreadsheet with today's figure. So this is a spreadsheet which I've been updating since the 1st of February. At that time, as I said, we started in May 2020. It had grown from humble beginnings. It had grown all the way up to 106,000. And then I added, where it shows in green is where I added, on the total columns, I added what happened on a daily basis with the overall totals of the portfolio. So in green is when it went forward, red is when it went backwards, green's forward, red backwards. So, and that's the nature of the market. The nature of the cryptocurrency market is that it's still the highest performing asset class out there as far as all investments are concerned. However, it has its going ups and down, ups and down, ups and down, and that's fine. You just have to learn to live with it and expect it. I guess when you expect it, you're not disappointed or shocked in any way. The only way you can be disappointed in something if you have the wrong expectation. So yeah, we've had days when it's gone forward, 5 days in a row, then it's gone backwards 3 days in a row, but always going forward on the previous day. In a general way, it's always going forward. So on and so forth. So anyway, here we are on the 12th of May, 2021, and I'll get the time in a minute. And this is the page where I get the figures from. As you were seeing from the other videos, everything comes in through the live feed, which comes in every 10 minutes, is updated through a portfolio mix, which reflects here. So basically, this portfolio consists of one whole Bitcoin and an assortment of alternative cryptocurrencies known as altcoins, digital assets or crypto assets. So there's an assortment here. So I'll take this figure, and on the right hand side, by the way, it's the same portfolio, but it's just in pounds, converted into GBP, Great British Pounds, or pound sterling. So currently, one Bitcoin is equivalent to 40,260 pounds. So I will take this figure here, 239, 130, 47, 239, 140, 37. So I'm going to put the time in. I put that at 249, 130.47. Was that correct? Yeah, that's correct. 249? Oh, 239. 239. So let's get that straight. So it's 239,130. Okay, bring that down. Oh, bring that downwards, and that's going to be green because it's a positive one yesterday. So that's great. And then on the overall figure, which is 294,746, 294,746.95, 294,746 point, what was it, 95 or something? I can't remember. 95, yeah. 294,746.95. 294,746.94. That's great. If I bring that down here, that is 4,000 increase. 4,000 increase on yesterday, so we'll color that green. And bring this down here. Oh, the mouse is playing up here. Right, so that's a 200 increase. At 200. Oh, no, it's not. Yes, that's the decrease on yesterday. This mouse of mine is okay, so I'll just come hold that. So that remains in red. The other two are green. And yeah, so that's right. So that's what I do on every day. Like I said, you know, being there for your investments. To be honest, as far as investments are concerned, you really just need to put it down, leave it there. And I could just leave it for a whole year and not do anything, not even look at the screen. But because I have to, you know, come here every day, well, from this year, every day and update it, forces me to watch the flow, you know, how the flow, the increase and the decrease. And you start to see patterns, and actually very interesting seeing the different patterns that are forming. So like I was saying, there's two sides to becoming a good investor. One is having the right mindset. That's the foundation, actually, the most important part. Second is having the right investments. But having the right mindset will lead you to the right investments. That's the thing. If you have the wrong mindset, it will lead you to the wrong investments. So, and then there's also not only being led to the right investments, it's what do you do when you withdraw it? What do you do with the money that you make? How do you multiply that and go on further and further and further? Again, if you don't have the right mindset, the entrepreneurial mindset, the mindset of wealth and prosperity, you're not going to stretch for higher things, and you'll end up, you know, those with a poor mindset will either make limited returns and stay limited even years after that, or even lose most of it to the taxman. So that's why, you know, people think, oh, just show me what to do and I'll and show me where to invest and I'll invest in it. Let's be over with it. No, you need to learn how to understand the game of money and play it well. And you understand that you do that on two levels. The inner mental level, understanding the game of money and playing it well, and the outer model. You need to be in something that has tremendous leverage, that has, you know, trends that are for it, okay, that's going somewhere, and that has a tremendous advantage over the traditional vehicle, which is what cryptocurrencies do have, or digital assets do have, and that is why they're the fastest growing assets, bar none. And things are really moving in this industry. You know, Bitcoin's got so much potential. Ethereum has got so much potential as well. Just, you know, very soon Ethereum 2.0 will be launching, and hopefully sometime this year. That's what they hope optimistically, and that's, you know, that's going to give rise to a lot of different capabilities that can be run on Ethereum. But also, you know, the Bitcoin network, as far as superior money, as far as money is concerned, Bitcoin is king. It's the hardest, most superior money on the planet. Nothing comes close. And there are applications, things you can actually do on different layers of Bitcoin, or different layers built on top of Bitcoin, which really haven't been explored yet. but the blueprints and the ideas are out there, and when they are utilized, you'll see, because Bitcoin in this raw form is not enough to actually to run so many different applications. But you can actually plug information applications on top of Bitcoin and run them using Bitcoin as a settlement layer, and it will have a lot of far-reaching application in the next decade. And trust me, a decade goes pretty quickly. Goes pretty quickly. If you remember the year 2000, I mean, some of you, well, just born around then, but if you remember the year 2000, and then you're talking about 2000 to 2010, or just talk about 2010 to 2020, that actually went pretty quickly. And so there's a lot of things that were built into the internet that made the internet a lot more efficient. And we didn't have, apps 10 years ago, so to speak, in the form that we have today. So this is the evolution of technology, and there's going to be a massive evolution of technology in the cryptocurrency space, the digital asset space, which is going to make a lot of people that get involved in it now very wealthy if they take advantage, they take action and take advantage of these major trends. Like I said, you've got to have the mindset to want to be wealthy. A lot of people say they want to be wealthy. Everybody says they want to be wealthy, but internally, they don't want to be wealthy. Like, internally, they want to be poor. But externally, verbally, they say they want to be wealthy, they want to be rich. And when I say that internally they want to be poor, you can tell it by their actions. The actions show that they really don't, they're actually afraid of money, or a lot of money, shall I say, and they're not willing to do what it takes to acquire it. And they'll cover up. Human beings are really funny. We have an ego, and we like to protect our ego with excuses by saying, oh, because of this, because of that, because of this. No, it's not because of this and that. But we'll make an excuse because of this and that. When you become honest with yourself, some people become honest with yourself and say, why did you do this? Say, because I have a poverty mentality. And not myself, but at least that person's being honest with themselves. You can't fix a problem until you recognize the problem, until you can first acknowledge that you have a problem. Now, so most people are suffering from a poverty mentality, and they cover it up with laughing and smiling and avoiding and so on and so forth. But just really kidding themselves. And it seems I was like that at one time. So I'm not saying they're bad people, just that, but they want to change. But you should give them a path or opportunity to change. Most of them don't take it, even if it's free, which is the real absolute confirmation that they really don't. They want to hold on to where they are. Yet externally they say, well, I do want to change. But internally, no, they want to hold on and stay where they are. It's a very funny observation, fascinating, shall I say, observation of human personality. So it's only a small percentage. People say 3%, 5%. People say 3% are made in heaven. There's a saying that says 3% are made in heaven. And the remaining 97% are just kidding themselves. And that's fine, it's their life. If they want to kill themselves, it's not a problem. Okay, but it wouldn't be so bad if they were just honest and say, look, I really don't want to be wealthy. Just don't bother me. Okay, great, you've been honest. But, making up the, I want to be wealthy, I want to be rich, I want to get ahead and so on, and you give them a path, they don't take it. Anyway, it's their life. But don't let that person be you, okay? Understand, if you want to get ahead, there are going to be some things that are going to hold you back, mainly things in your own mind, okay? You will have some of your worst enemies in your mind, okay? You must eliminate them if you want to succeed, okay? And the negative thinkings, okay, regarding, let's say, to do with money, we have them in different subjects. So there are many areas of life, but here today and for this topic, I'm talking about the topic of acquiring money, acquiring wealth. becoming wealthy, wealthy and rich. And there's a difference between being wealthy and rich, by the way. But so you want to be both wealthy and rich. That's for another discussion. But yeah, so the mind is like a battlefield. Okay, it's a constant fight, and you basically have to win that fight if you're going to move forward. And there are ways to do it. Don't try and fight that battle yourself, because you will lose. Because number one, your mind knows you better than you know yourself. So if you try to fight it, it knows what you're trying to do, and it will just outsmart you to stay where it is. So you've got to use other techniques, and once you get these techniques under your belt and you master them, you will slowly start to gain control over your mind, and your mind will start to fall in line with what you want it to fall in line with. It has no choice. It will fall in line in time. And once it does that, you'll find that, as far as in terms of, we're talking about this topic to do with money, money comes to you more easily and effortlessly. It starts to be easier and easier. And you'll wonder what the fuss was about. A year on, 2 years on, 3 years on, you wonder what was the fuss about. You spent so much years banging your head against the wall, trying to, get ahead financially. And just a couple of years of changing your mindset and working smart, and bang, you've just made, thousands of times, what you used to make in a year. You've made thousands of times that, just because you've removed the barriers. Okay, so just learn how to take control of your ship. I decided to take control. I decided, it's a decision. You have to decide, because, like I said, the first thing is your mind is going to resist you. It's going to resist you. It's going to play tricks on you, because it knows you. So it will only use techniques that it knows you'll respond to. So it will say all kinds of things, put all kinds of ideas in your mind, and you'll believe them, and then you'll stop, or you'll digress, or you'll stop your personal development. Beware of that. Whenever you're about to take a step forward to change your life, you're going to be tested to see if you really want it. Okay, everybody says they want it, but you'll be tested. You'll be tested, and it's very easy to like I said, walk away and give up, or go in the wrong direction. But the hardest thing to do is to keep on going consistently. Consistency in the right direction is your friend. Okay, they say practice makes perfect, but that's not absolutely true. Perfect practice makes perfect, because practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent. You understand? So a lot of people are very practiced at doing the wrong things. They're very, very good at it. They've been doing the wrong thing for years, and they become an expert at doing the wrong things. So practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent. Perfect practice makes perfect. Okay? So you want to learn how to think right, and you have to practice thinking right for long enough until it becomes automatic. And when I say thinking right, the kind of thoughts that attract and magnetize wealth to you. What are those thoughts? They're all contained in the free training. So I'm going to show you quickly where to get that free training. Let me just see if that site's up. That's not the site. Here it is. So, right. So if you go, let's just share the screen here. This website here, www.IamWealthyandRich.com. Remember, the I'm Wealthy and Rich is about you, not about me. You are wealthy and rich. Okay, I'm wealthy and rich, meaning you are wealthy and rich. So you say that word to yourself 1,000 times a day. How to understand the game of money and play it well. That's what you want to do. And you want to understand the game of money on a mental level and on a physical level. When you can do both, you'll find that you are money's master. Okay, not money won't. You'll be the master of money. So you scroll down here. It's my blog, by the way. Watch some of my previous video. But before you do that, most importantly, you can come back and watch these later. You go here to this little form and fill it out. Get your millionaire mindset, and it says an investment strategy, free. Put your name and email address in there, and I will send you the link directly to your email address. and you get on the train and start applying yourself to it exactly as I teach it. Don't change it. Apply yourself to all of it diligently for weeks, months, years even, however long it takes to turn things around. Keep applying it on a daily basis. In the meantime, keep watching my videos and other videos that I place on here. And then, like I said, once you've got this training, gives you a basic investment strategy blueprint. If you want to get more advanced and go into the altcoins that we talked about, then you can, like contact me. Then we can discuss what this consists of. We've got a webinar that you can get you on, and you can find out about that. Or get yourself to this website and get your training on the way. Because all of us, at times, and most times, we need a checkup from the neck up. Okay, so this will give you a good checkup from the neck up. But what I want to do is thank you very much for watching. Come to the end of this video. Thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe on this video, and so that YouTube can also share it as well. I appreciate that. And I want to thank you very much for your time for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a wonderful and fantastic day. Bye for now.